Instagram feature is kind of gas though. I ain't gonna lie. I've been laughing at some of the stuff they put. Oh, I put another one I put was the first one I put was a dancing emoji. Then the second one I put was a finger pointing to the left and it said this person eats ass. And then the third one was the stop squeezing water over your shoulder to wash your back. And then the one currently is the um I'm just reaching out about your car extended warranty. I'm surprised that people are sliding up on it too. I was thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna get no hits on this one. This one kind of mid, but nah, I'm getting some laughs. Do you have one, or you ain't been messing with it?
I haven't been messing with it yet. I've been trying to figure out what I want to put on my Instagram, but it's going to take some time before I really get the idea. My idea so far is just to do selfies and then to do some edits whatever I make.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome everybody. What's happening with y'all, man? It's your boy Alex season back again on the podcast with my co-host.
Les.
You
How are
already know,
y'all
man.
doing? Welcome to the Into D podcast.
Yep,
Thank y'all
yep,
for
yep.
joining us tonight.
You already
It's a
know.
it's a beautiful Thursday night. And we about to
Yeah,
get into it.
because young niggas ain't got work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I I could go to work tomorrow, but I'm not. You already know what I'm saying? Because I got that option. I really only work 4 days a week, but you know what I'm saying? For all my young men out there, it's always best to put in that OT. You feel me? Put in that
Definitely.
OT, man. Get that money up. You feel me?
Yeah, and just because I don't work tomorrow, don't mean I'm not a hustler. I'm actually working on Sunday, getting double time. So
Yeah, that nigga crazy. Cause I'm
going
not.
out for the bag. Going out for the bag.
I don't work on Sunday. I don't work on God's day.
Oh
All
my
right,
goodness.
man.
You fall into the Sabbath.
I sleep in. I wake up. I make me some pancakes, some bacon, eggs, a little bit toast. You know what I'm saying? I carb it up. I carb it up on Sundays. You feel me? I go crazy. I make pasta at night. You know what I'm saying? I eat a
That's a lot
whole
of
loaf
work
of
for the
bread
Sabbath. You're
during
supposed to
lunch.
order off of Uber Eats.
No, man. Bread and wine, bro. That's all I need. That's all I need. Bread and wine.
I
Just
look convenient.
I order by the loaf. You feel me?
Definitely. What kind of wine you sipping on?
Uh, hold on. It's one of the finest out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you go okay. Show. Talk to him. Talk to him.
For a cool $18, we got this Roscato. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sweet red. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like juice. It tastes like juice. It's one of them wines where you put in your cup and you just kind of swoosh it around. You don't smell it because it don't matter what it smells like. It just tastes good.
Right.
You know,
It get the
like
job done.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think all that like smelling wine stuff is just straight cap. It all just smell like grape juice, in my opinion. I
I
don't know.
want to be an expert on something like that just because I want to make people feel insignificant at parties that don't matter.
you walk into the party and you're like, can I have some of your wine? And then they're like, yeah, here you go. And you pick it up and you're smelling it, you're sniffing it, and you're
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, you could tell this is low shelf wine right here.
Yeah. It
And they're
has a hint
like,
of lemon, too
they're
much
like,
zest.
they're like, yeah, low shelf wine has the water levels in it that they add to it is just too much. It doesn't have that pure grape taste. And you're just going in, just straight shitting on them. And they're just looking at you like with a side eye, like, who does this guy think he is, man? You know what I'm saying? But they can't talk shit because you're just better than them. You're just better.
You gonna hit them with a little sip, and then you do look
Yeah.
and spit it out and poof.
Ugh, I can't believe I even let that touch my lips.
Yeah.
I can't even
Right.
believe I let the smell touch my nose hairs. That nasty ass. That's so.
Pull
I
out your little hanky, be like, wipe your tongue out.
yes, yes. Do you at least have water? And then they turn on the faucet and like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I can't do pour. I just can't do it. Hell nah.
Yeah.
Man, but let's see what's been going on in the week. This week has been, I ain't gonna hold you. They dropped a bomb today with the Megan the Stallion versus Tory Lanez case. I I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Y'all ain't getting that hot story into the end of the pod. Y'all ain't getting that hot story to the very end of the pod. So until then, we got some other stuff to touch on real
We gotta
quick. You know what I'm
kick back
saying?
just for a little bit, man. We gotta take it down. It's we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, you know.
Mm-hmm. And
Kind of
I
like
don't know.
I got ahead of myself in the cologne section today.
Oh,
We
we went
went
and bought some cologne. Hold on, before we get on to the other stuff, you went and bought some cologne. What kind of cologne you bought? I'm a real cologne dude. I got like 30 colognes in my closet right now. So talk to me.
Invincible by John Paul.
Okay, okay. Is that the? Is that the? Is it like gold?
It's black.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm thinking
It's
of
like a
something else.
body though, like a swimsuit body kind of.
Mm-hmm.
That I also smell. Well, first of all, that's what got me. I hang out with. We went to the mall, and someone was getting a gift for their significant other. So we
Mm-hmm.
started smelling some of the scents, and I was like, some of this smell good. I need to up my collection. I got a couple of YSLs, but I was like, I kind of want just one more, just to have a different rotation. And like I wear each fragrance based off of my mood. Like, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling like if I'm feeling like a real extrovert, I'll wear like something powerful kind of so you can have like that remembrance. But if I'm on like some chill shit, I'll wear like something sweet. That way, you have to kind of get up close to me and smell me.
Yeah.
And then I just need something that has like that draw you in. They all kind of draw you in, but I need something that works from the distance, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, that I usually wear my colognes based off of where I'm going and who I'm with. Like if I'm with a woman, like and it's like a date,
Yeah.
I wear like that masculine, like real manly cologne that just separates me from her wearing all her Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret sweet cologne. I mean perfumes and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
first of all, them girls be going crazy. I don't know if you ever seen a girl put on like body spray and stuff, but they be I'm like, hold on. That must be why when you walk past me, it's like the smell lingers there for a good
No,
30
for
minutes.
real.
I'll be like, God damn, you done sprayed half the bottle.
It
But
worked though, because they walk by, you be like, "Oh, what was that?"
yeah, but just to balance it out, I wear the masculine colognes, your Dior Sauvage, that's the most basic of them all, But if I'm like going to a meeting, like I'm with the boys, we got like some nice fits on, some suits type stuff. We handling business. That's when you pull out that money cologne, that big money cologne. You know what I'm saying? The one of a kinds, like that Creed Aventus. You know what I'm saying? The Creed Aventus you only pull out when it's time to put on. You feel me? That's when you pull that out. My camera got a little focus issue.
That's game time cologne right there.
Exactly. And then like, I got like my Tommy Bahamas that's like one of my favorites, man. Like I get a lot of compliments on that one. The Tommy Bahamas is it Maritime? I think it's called Maritime. Something
Maritime.
like that. That one is gas. That's like my everyday cologne. Like I'm just going out Target shopping. I walk into Chick-fil-A and you don't smell chicken no more. You smell my chocolated skin.
It's
All
me,
right.
baby.
It's me. It's
That's
me.
right.
Exactly. You're not even hungry for chicken no more. You
Yeah.
want me. You know what I'm saying?
Some of it.
But But yeah, the colognes are straight gas. The straight gas. But I know you remember us last week. Let's just touch on this real quick, man. Last
What's up?
week we left off with talking about some new music that was going to drop, and that was SZA. What you think about that album, man? Did you listen to
Man,
it?
I enjoy it because Caesar's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Someone made a tweet saying that she makes side chick music, and I think
Exactly.
that is the most true statement. I
Yeah.
was listening to it and I was like, dang, like it's not. I First of all, don't get me wrong, I like it because it kind of sets her aside from all the other singers. Because whenever you hear her stuff, you kind of get a different vibe, and I think that's
Mm-hmm.
why I was able to enjoy the album. I gotta listen to it a little bit more, but from the couple of listens that I did give it, uh, you can sit through it in one go. They have a couple of hooks on there, and they
Mm-hmm.
got some definitely ones that will grow on you. If I were to rate it, scale of 1 to 10, I say I 7.5.
It's valid.
Seven
It's
point five.
valid. I'm gonna just start with my rating right now. I'm giving it a 6, 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
It was solid. Like it was. If I can listen to it all the way through without skipping, then it's automatically a 6 to me. It's already passable. All right. I think like anything below that, like I got like one or two skips. All right, it's like a 5, and then so on and so forth. Right. But there was no skips. There were songs that I didn't like that. I definitely not going on the playlist. Like
Yeah.
she took a hard left. Like at first it was starting off like, okay, this is some scissor shit right here. And then she started saying stuff like uh I only fucked him because I thought
I
of
missed
you.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
something
miss
like
you.
that.
Like that was crazy. That was one of the craziest hooks on the whole entire album. And then the song it was on, she was doing like some indie rock band type stuff. I was like, hold on, what is going on here?
Yeah.
this is not TDE right here. She's about to get dropped.
It gave me Lil Wayne's album
Mm.
vibes. It was giving those vibes.
Yeah, she definitely tried it. But I give it to her. She did some experimental stuff. It wasn't just like kind of, all right, this is what I expected. There was
Hmm.
some stuff in there that definitely was like, more of the pop scene than R&B, stuff like that. Towards the middle of the album, that middle chunk of the album was like the experimental stuff. But when people
Definitely.
made the statement that she made side chick music, people were following up with that on Twitter and saying like oh like this album just wasn't for me. I wasn't feeling it. Like it's mostly girls saying this, but they were like, oh, this I don't like being the side chick. I would never do that. Blah blah blah. But then I thought,
What you
what
think?
is what is SZA's biggest song slash or like top three,
I would say her top three would be The Weekend,
which
Broken Clock,
is that's really what I was looking for. Just that song.
The Weekend.
What is that song? A
That's all.
side chick song. It's literally a side chick song. She's like, "You're the 9 to 5. I'm the weekend." That's literally the first bar. Like, what are we talking about? Like, she been making side chick music her entire career. That
We
like,
knew
what
this.
are we
We
talking
knew
about?
this. They're acting brand new, and I I had came into this album kind of having a little bit of an understanding, but I think it showed a little bit more because she got so explicit with it. One thing I also like was the Don Tolliver feature,
That was my
and
top
then
three song right there.
the song before that. I think she kind of sounded like him in it as well.
Talking about
Like when
Lost, I think it was called Lost.
I'm not sure if that was the title, but
Mm-hmm.
she when I listened to that song, I said, okay, she kind of sounds like Don Tolliver. Then the very next song she brought that feature on, and I was like, oh, okay, I could see, I saw what she was attempting in that song. So definitely have something to keep playing. I'm not sure if we're gonna hear a lot of those songs.
Oh,
I believe one or maybe two of those will really blow up. And then the only time you ever hear someone jamming it is if they're like some stands. But
the song you're talking about is Blind. I don't remember how that goes. But the song I was thinking of was a song called Low, which is like the fourth song on the album. That song was like perfect Travis Scott right there. And I didn't notice it at first, but the reason I think I felt that way is because if you actually listen back to it, it has
Yeah.
Travis Scott ad-libs in it. So I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense now. All right. Clearly clearly Travis Scott's group, like Cactus Jack, they clearly had some
They help
influence
produce.
over the album. I didn't get a chance to go and look at who wrote half of these songs or who produced half of these songs, but they definitely had an influence on a lot of tracks on here. And it was kind of crazy when I saw that she dropped 23 songs, but I was looking at albums that have been dropping this past year. They all had about 20 songs. So I was like, okay.
And I kind of went through it. It wasn't like a lengthy album, I would say. You can get through it
Kind of
in
like Gucci
listen to
Mane's
it.
album. Have you seen that?
I saw it. I haven't listened to it though.
Good luck. That you might as well pair it up with the Titanic so you at least get a visual. You know that album is almost 4 hours long.
No, I didn't know it was 4 hours.
It got like
long.
300 tracks on it.
What this man say? He was gonna just drop one and be done, or what's up with that?
It's so I don't know the whole story. Maybe somebody can clarify in the comments because I'm not really looking into it. I'm not like a super huge Gucci Mane fan to be
300 songs
looking at Gucci Mane, but it's called Gucci Mane So Icy Boys The Final. So I don't know if he's closing up the So Icy Boys shop and just getting rid of or maybe it was a thing where like because a lot of his artists got locked up like Pooh Shiesty, Fujiano, stuff like that. Maybe he kind of just threw all their tracks because he knows they're not getting out of jail anytime soon and just wants to collect the funds real quick. But
going down with his ship. I can respect it.
I'm trying to here. Let me just pull up Gucci Mane real quick. Oh, it's called So Icy Boys 22. And let me just scroll. No, it's 56 songs. My bad. It's 56 songs, but it's almost 4 hours long. I don't know. Let me go to Apple Music. What are you gonna say? That's what
I was just saying. 56 songs is insanity.
Like
That's
shout out
amazing.
to whoever listened to all 56 though. That's crazy.
They're trying to set records. Shout out to the person that's gonna learn every song in that album word for word.
Oh, my bad. It's called So Icy Boys The Finale.
Oh, the finale. Oh yeah, so that's the end of it right there. Is finito.
So I guess it's broken down. Oh. No, okay. Okay, so what he did was there's 3 So Icy Boy albums. He just threw all 3 of them together and then added the last album.
Okay.
So it's 4 albums in one. Even when they number it on Apple Music, it's 1 through 22, then 1 through 17, you know. But it's 3 hours and 51 minutes long and it's 80 songs.
Good God.
So, I guess he just said, let me just go ahead and pack this shit up. Get it up out of here.
Gotta get something back from these dudes.
That has to be like a world record. I ain't never seen an album with 80 songs on it. Like legit songs.
That has to be the first one because they couldn't even make albums that long back in the day. They had to do one side of the disc, then flip it, do the other.
Unless you just had one big ass turntable to put that bit on. That's possible.
That'd be a record. Yeah, we should. I wonder if there's something like that. Even if you did 80 songs, boy, you'd have to have 40 on one side, flip it, have 40 on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to listen to that, John, the whole way through.
Imagine trying to flip the disc though. That thing gotta crack unless you got 2 people. That's a 2-man lift.
That's a 2-man lift for sure. 1, 2, 3, flip.
Oh man. Have you been watching the World Cup?
I've been keeping up with it here and there. Are you rooting for who are you rooting for?
I don't know, man. I only know like, hey, shout out to all our international viewers,
Yeah,
but I don't follow football that much, you know what I'm saying? International football that much. So only name I know is like Messi, Ronaldo, and I forgot the other dude's name. If somebody said it, it'll pop in my head. But I
Neymar. I
know,
think it's Neymar.
yeah, Neymar. And I know that France won the last one. So
Yes,
I'm just going for the underdogs, and it has Messi on it, and their jerseys are fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think Argentina has a pretty good design. I do like theirs, probably the best. Although
mhm.
Croatia had some pretty good ones, and then I like Mexico's colors, so
Yeah.
they would have
I
been pretty fire too.
so I'm definitely going for Argentina. Hopefully they win.
Not me.
Uh,
I'm bandwagoning France.
oh, France.
Yeah, France. France.
France head ass.
I was trying to think of
Nah,
what "Long Live France" is, but I
I was
forgot.
kind of hoping that Ronaldo went through, but let me not say nothing crazy about Ronaldo because I don't know if you've seen that viral video that's been going around. Probably not, but there's a
Of them,
viral video going around of when Ronaldo lost to Morocco. Uh, there was a little girl outside. She was like 10, 10 years old, bro. You're muted, by the way. She was like 10 years old, and she was like saying like, "Oh, Ronaldo, go back home to your country. You guys lost. You guys suck. Blah blah blah.
mm,
Better luck next time." Like, just trash talking. You know. But bro, the backlash was so catastrophic. Like the girl couldn't eat. The mom had to apologize on her TikTok. Uh, uh, what you call it? Like people were saying wild stuff, like, "Hey, little girl, I would do stuff to you," like stuff like
what?
just bad, like just going crazy. And her mom was just like, "Look, she's just a little girl. She was just saying things that you know that she heard around the stadium. Like she's just, she doesn't really understand what's going on in football. She was just, getting pressured by all of her, older people around
Peers.
her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they was talking crazy. So let me not say nothing too crazy about Ronaldo. Ronaldo was the one that I wanted to go all the way through anyway, just so that I can get that last Ronaldo jersey and just let him retire because I'm pretty sure that would have been his last World Cup. And now it's possible he could be pulling a Brady, like saying like I can't go out like that. You feel me?
That
Because he
would be
was
clutch.
he was broken. That man was crying on his knees, looking like Joel Embiid in the finals. Not the finals, the semifinals.
Yeah, definitely a
So,
struggle though. Too bad.
but
You can make some money off of it too, man. I know a homeboy that he made so much money. He told his booker was like, "Hey, I gotta put you on pause."
mhm. And they got the third place game is coming on, I think tomorrow. So um,
Do you
that
know who's
should
playing?
be for third place. They're playing for third place.
Oh,
The two teams that lost to the finals. So that's Morocco and uh, I can't remember. Can't remember the other team.
I'm
The
looking at
team
the
that lost
record
to
right now. Oh,
France,
Morocco and Croatia.
Croatia. That's right.
So Morocco and Croatia are gonna play tomorrow, and then we have Argentina and France.
It's gonna be lit.
It is going to be lit.
I
I
might
will
have to
be.
pull up somewhere.
I took French in high school, so gotta go for France. Best of luck to Argentina, though. I hope that we have a very exciting game. Although France, France is gonna win.
So there was some that popped up on the TL recently that kind of made me sad. As you guys can see, I'm wearing the OVO shirt. If you're tuned into the visual side of our podcast, sorry for all the audio listeners, but I am wearing an OVO Drake shirt, man. Shout out to Drizzy, but it was a sad day to be a Drake fan this time around because unfortunately he done put us in a bind. All of us owl boys out there, OVO gang, whatever you want to call us niggas, right?
The fly. Where is go? What happened? What happened, man?
He decided that he wanted to get a new chain. I don't know if you've seen it,
Parliament of Owls. That's what y'all are.
but
I haven't seen the chain. Let me see.
I'm gonna pull up this chain. Drake chain. All right, boom. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up onto the screen here. But it's really sad, really sad.
Poor.
I'm gonna mute it because it seems like it has copyrighted music. But just stay tuned with us. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
Man, have you
Boom.
seen his thinking chain?
Thinking chain? What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it after this this clip.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk through this while it's showing on the screen here. But from first glance, you're looking at the chain, you're like, okay, it's a pretty cool looking chain.
Oh, yeah.
It's 42 engagement rings on a chain. Now you're probably wondering, why does he have 42 engagement rings on a chain? Like, what's the backstory behind that? Supposedly, each ring, like, I mean, each diamond on his chain is every single time he thought to propose to a woman. Those are all the rings he has collected over the years. And he put it on a chain and decided to tell the world about it.
42 people. So he was that close to proposing that
many times, yes.
That many? Wow. And I would have to know why he didn't go through with it. Or there's 42 chicks right now that are like, that could have been me.
yeah. I mean, for those women out there, I'm pretty sure they're like, damn. But at the same time, bro, like that's like one of them stories you just don't tell the world about. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep to yourself. Like the one guy earlier this week, I'm bringing up a random story. I'm gonna go ahead and get these people off the screen. You know, they're still in our spotlight. I know who these people think they are. But on my podcast, still in my spotlight. But earlier in the week, between our pods, there was a guy who wanted to tell his story on TikTok. You know, everybody wants to be a TikTok star and answer questions and things like that. But it was a stitched video. For those of you guys that don't use TikTok often, a stitched video is when you take somebody's video and then you add on to it. So basically, the question of the first part of the video was, what is basically it was like the question was surrounding something like what is a time that you got screwed over by a woman or something like that, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna break the story down for you, all right? Because it was a pretty long story, but I'm just gonna break it down. Basically, he had a crush on a girl, and he was always trying to like pursue her, you know, like most guys do when they really like a girl. And finally, she broke. Finally, she was like, "Yes, I'll go out with you," right? So the guy's excited. He's like, "Hell yeah, can't wait." Then, before she leaves with him, like a day or two before, she asked him to help her with a favor, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, anything you need. Like, what you need? You know, I got you." Being the nice guy, the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Oh, my friend is stranded, like in another city, basically. Like it's like 2 hours away." So he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll go pick him up. I'll go get him." Boom, drives all the way there, picks him up, goes and gets him, pulls up to the girl's house. They're parked outside. He's like, "So, like, why are you coming by?" Like, they basically like chopping it up right before he gets out the car. And he's like, "Oh, I'm about to go beat cheeks." And then Buddy's like, "Damn." Like,
And
he drove 4 hours to pick up this guy just for him to go inside and beat cheeks right in front of him. And
sad,
decided to tell the world that
sad,
going outside by definition,
sad.
that's
You should
like
know better than that. He didn't at least did they pay him gas money?
nothing.
Sad, sad.
Nothing.
That
He's
is
just straight L across the board.
I think this is one of the reasons. It's stuff like that that Drake does that makes it hard for him to earn his street credit, bro. Gangsters look at that and be
Facts.
like, bro, really, dude?
It makes my job harder on the streets when people start talking crazy and like I'm fighting. Like I'm like, okay, number one hit after number one hit. He's top of the boards. Like I could battle you when it comes to the music. Like he has songs with no chorus and straight bars from beginning to end for 4 to 5 minutes, like 5 a.m. in Toronto. Like, bro, we can really do it.
Right.
And then they say, you know what? Fuck the music. Let's really talk about Drake then, huh? What about them 42 engagement rings around his name? What you got to say about that? Well, I could make an argument. I could be like, but think about the 42 bitches, though. We got Rihanna in the lineup. We got Serena Williams. We can really get to it. We got Georgia Smith. Like, bro, the rings go to some really top tier names out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. But still, at the end of the day, that is an L chain. I ain't going to hold you. That is an L chain, bro. I'm sorry, Drizzy. You took a major L here. I usually can't see Drake taking an L, but if I was in the room with him and he's like, "Yo, man, I'm about to go ahead and drop this this chain video," you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the guys and girls love it. And I'm like, "No, do not drop the video. Just wear the chain like everybody else. Let people figure it out." All right? If anything, just tell the 42 bitches that ain't got the ring. Just tell them. All right? Other than that, keep that to yourself, big dog. Like, what are you doing?
The only thing that makes it like nice is the fact that it costs so much.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so expensive, it'd just be an ugly chain.
And if you've seen it on him, like that is the clearest I've ever seen diamonds. Like on video. Like it was like literally glass, like so clear. It was crazy. But I don't know. I guess because maybe it's just a different cut of diamond, because you got to remember, like, it's not like necklace jewelry, it's ring jewelry. So I don't know how they do cuts, but yeah.
That means
that
that
was
rocks though. Absolute units. Coming up
know.
off that chain would be, you could start a Fortune 500 company.
You could definitely snatch that off his neck. Definitely. If you caught him slipping,
yeah.
Are you going to get away? Probably not.
Probably not.
Because he be riding deep.
He has mob ties. And he is not going. He's gonna body you, and then he's gonna throw you in like a throwaway verse for his tracks that he do for fun.
Yeah, and a lot of rappers in the industry be saying, "Yo, Drake be dissing so many people in songs, and you guys don't even know the half of it." So imagine you're getting dissed in the song, and only you know about it. That hits even harder, because it's like, damn, I'm not even getting clout off this. I'm not even getting no clout. Like, I'm just taking the L. Like, I'm on his. Wait, hold on. Not only are you getting dissed secretly, You getting dissed on the #1 song in the nation. Like it's playing on the radio back to back. You hit shuffle on the Apple playlist or Spotify playlist. It's the first song to pop up. Like, bro, you hop in somebody else's car. Hey man, you heard the new Drake song, bro? Hey, this shit hard, ain't it? This shit hard, and you just sitting there like, bro, if you only knew, this nigga is cutting up. This nigga is cutting me up, man.
Can't walk into the grocery store. Can't walk into the fair. Can't go to the park. Can't go to the function. It's everywhere.
Just down
in your ears.
bad, bro.
But that's why he wrote a bar about that too. The speakers that's in your, that voice that you hear, or that voice in your ears right now. That's me. That's me.
Exactly. All right. So we have another story here. I would pull it up, the actual clip, but I can't find the clip in time. So I'm just gonna give you guys a nice little, Alix season synopsis, like I usually do. But you know about Glorilla, right?
Yes. At the red lights. Twerking on them headlights.
Now, do you know about the recent story about Glorilla? There's two. We're gonna touch on one and we're gonna talk about the other. All right.
I haven't heard anything about Glorilla. I thought she was up. She made that song with Cardi B, and it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, she up, but I don't know. She just has a way of just making me cringe, bro. Like, just making me like, dang, man, this is a representative of us, man. This is our representative right here. Like, our female representation consists of Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, the City Girls, Doja Cat, and Glorilla. Like, bro, like that's our black representation for black women out here. Can we please get some more Michelle Obamas, please? Can we get some people?
We got Holly Bailey's and Chloe Bailey's.
Yeah, but they're not making a change. They just exist.
We got Sky Jackson.
Sky Jackson, don't even get me started on Sky Jackson. I know you saw the audition clip she dropped.
That was from something years ago.
That shit was ass. That was hot garbage.
What about Keke Palmer?
Okay, Keke Palmer, she cool. We need more Keke Palmers. All right, she's borderline.
She's the only person that ain't said nothing wild.
Yeah, she borderline. She like in between. She can bounce on both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? I can't see Cardi B walking into the White House. I'm sorry.
We don't have nobody that's into the White House. Wait, that can't be true. We have somebody, don't we? Somebody.
No.
Sins.
We need some more support to the actual strong, like, not saying those aren't strong black women, but some good representation out there. Some slept on women out there.
Yeah.
All right.
We're using this power to shine the light on them.
But Glorilla had some interesting stories. The story we're gonna touch on real quick is she's looking for a assistant. All right. She's looking for somebody to help her manage her like tour dates, her schedule, and she's willing to pay. All you got to do is go pick up her clothes, get her food to eat. If she's like if she's running late or she has a hair appointment, reminder, be an assistant.
A bag. Okay. A little bag.
Now,
all right.
Now you're saying a bag, but how much would you say you would want weekly? Let's say weekly from a A-list celebrity.
A rack a week.
Minimum. Okay, so a rack a week minimum. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. A rack a week minimum, because you gotta take into account, you're probably not paying for flights. You're probably not paying for food. You're probably just stacking that bread, most likely. Probably just keeping up with your appearance so that you don't look like some bum next to celebrities and superstars. So I could see that. And you're probably gonna get a lot of free stuff, get into a lot of exclusive parties, all that stuff. I can see that. That's definitely something that I can see. But would you do it for $500 a week?
Absolutely not. My time is more valuable than $500 a week. You are running a highway robbery if you think you're going to be someone's assistant, dude. I know that's stress. I feel like I'd be like, especially for Glorilla, like that's not even graceful. Like you gonna have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, you probably gonna be trying to fend off fighting hoes and everything. Like,
You gonna end up like old girl from The Boys.
and she
You see
from
her hair,
Memphis. I
and
think
she
she
from
from
Memphis.
Memphis. Man, imagine
She
going
from
back to
Memphis.
Memphis. Like, come on, man. Like, you probably gonna be like, why am I here right now?
Yo, a rack a week minimum.
I'm saying, like, and then she wanted to defend it and be like, that is enough money for y'all. That is enough money. Like, shawty, come on now. I calculated it. It was $550 a week, right?
Yeah,
She wants you to be there at her beck and call all hours of the day. If you get 8 hours of sleep on average, which is probably not what she's getting, but let's just say she's getting 8 hours of sleep. You're with her for 16 hours a day, doing all of her stuff that she needs to keep on track. All right. You're probably calling places, getting stuff prepared, driving everywhere, picking up stuff, making sure she's on point at all times of the day, right? You're getting paid a total of about $5 an hour. You're working on like a waitress wage all day. No tip. You ain't get no tip.
probably not even gonna have no times off. You're not even gonna be able to build like a relationship with anybody because you'll be so busy trying to figure out what's going on with her.
Exactly.
That's
You
like
will
selling your
be
soul almost.
pretty much. And who knows? Who knows what kind of crazy stuff these celebrities be doing behind the scenes
Man,
that you got to participate in and be in, and you know what I'm saying? And who knows how, like, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen on interviews and stuff, Glorilla seems like a genuine person. She's probably not that bad of a person. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not the type to be like, go get my shit, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
just real annoying, like rude. Just because she paying you, she thinks she owns you type stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure she's pretty genuine. But 550, dog. Come on, I know you can do better than that. You can at
Yeah.
least give me to about at minimum 70,000 a year, 80,000 a year. Like, damn, like, damn, shawty, like you gonna do me dirty? Like, how much is that
At
a
this
year?
point, I'm partially Glorilla. I'm a part of Glorilla, so I need some of that success. When you succeed, I succeed.
Exactly, and
I ain't
that's not
succeeding off no 550. You nah.
you spending 50K, 30K on a chain one time. That money depreciating asset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me you can't drop a 2 chains on me, shawty? You know what I'm saying?
Man, at
Like,
least pay. You could pay me 550, but it's gotta be you pay my rent, you pay for my car, and I always eat for free and stuff like that. And I'm invited to all the shows and get to party with all of the celebrities.
facts, facts. And so I just calculated it here, and that's $28,000 a year.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I take that back.
That's twenty-eight thousand
I was
dollars a
doing my
year.
math all wrong in my head.
Yeah,
28,000? 28,000? Does that even
that's
include
less. That's less than the chains that she buys, bro.
your
You're
worth?
not. You're not even worth a. You're
Less
not
the
even worth a
chain.
pendant. You're not
Less
even worth a
than the
chain
chain.
pendant.
You're less than the chain. Yeah, that's slavery.
She
That's
walking around with like 8 times your salary on her neck, and you're her assistant. You're working right next to her. I
mocking it. Just it's in your face mocking. Every time you see it dancing, you're gonna hate just a little bit more.
you gonna like, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. If she hired me, you best believe I'm stealing some shit. You best believe I'm stealing some shit, boy. I'm gonna be like, they be keeping stacks of money. I'm gonna be like, swoop. Let me steal a quick 50 bands in my pocket.
Put
Boom.
that in there. Yep.
Oh, you left your chain? Shoot. Be like, you must have lost it, Glow. Like, I don't know where it went.
You know what? As a matter of fact, Here, I'll help you look for it.
Exactly.
Face up.
Whole time it's in your back pocket and just. She's like, "Do you hear that? It's like something jingling." Oh, that's just my keys.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "You can afford a car? Like, it's my house keys. You can afford a house? Sorry, I forgot. I sleep in a box. Damn, you got me. You got
That's
me.
my box key.
Yeah, that's my box keys.
I gotta cut the tape open whenever I get inside.
Yeah, I live in a storage unit. Like, damn, bro, $28,000 a year to be a A-list celebrity assistant is crazy. Most likely, you're probably gonna be running her social media accounts too. Like, nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Too
on that
much
too.
stress for $28,000 a year.
You gotta go through thirsty people DMs. No, thank you.
Moving at all times of the day,
All
on
times.
call. You're on call, bro. Like you probably don't even get Christmas off, my nigga. You probably spending Christmas with her family.
And they took a trip to the Bahamas, and you didn't even get to sleep in the nice tent.
Yeah, you're not even in the bungalow. You in the
bungalow.
canoe.
There you go.
You in the canoe in the middle of the ocean, just floating, waiting to get called back. God damn. But the main thing about Glorilla, all right. So she was on a podcast, not similar to ours. They only get about like, I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's live. So I think they went live one time, only got like 10,000 viewers. You know, we're pushing like 40, 50,000. You know, it's all right. Their podcast is kind of relatively small. It's not like us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But on this podcast, you know, they talk about a lot of sexual topics and things of that nature. It's more of a female-centric podcast with Angela Yee, her podcast.
I think I've heard of that, Angela Lee. That name sounds very familiar.
She's the one on Breakfast Club. She has her own separate podcast.
Ah, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she was on that pod, and they pretty much like the question that was in the air was like, what's something weird that you do with your significant other type? And Glorilla was kind of hesitant at first, but just decided to, you know, expose herself.
Open up. Wrong. Never open up for the
just
public.
to connect with the people outside.
Never
you know what I'm
do
saying?
that.
Touch on some things.
Mistake number one. Go ahead.
But she decided to go ahead and say what she enjoys doing. And even had the awkward laugh at the end where you said something crazy and you just kind of laugh it off, hoping that everybody would laugh with you, but everybody was kind of like, yeah, okay, Glow. Yeah, it was one of those moments. And you guys are probably wondering, what am I talking about here? It turns out her weird kink is she likes to swallow semen, right? But that's kind of normal in the bedroom.
Okay, I was like,
but she takes it up a notch. She doesn't just swallow it normally. She likes to put it on her food as a dipping sauce.
What the? No, you're lying.
Yes.
You're lying.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is exactly how she explained it. All right. This is kind of paraphrased. This is how she set it up. She said she was kind of hesitant saying it at first, and then she said, well, let me set it up for you guys. Like, let's say you guys just got done eating, or you guys were eating and you just decide to, smash. As soon as he says he's about to, do his thing, I like to grab a chicken wing and just let him do it on the chicken wing and then eat it off the chicken wing.
That is.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. You smash the chick. She bad. She be like, wait. Let me go get these green beans real quick. And she's trying to catch it. Would you smash again?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm weird. So I would nut on the green beans. Would I smash her again? Probably not. But I would probably nut on the green beans. I would be like, oh, you're weird? But this is cool. Ah! But she would have to get out of my house because out of all the food selection, you chose green beans, shawty. at least choose like I don't know some I don't know some Chipotle.
Toaster strudel seems more
A
appropriate now
toaster
that I think
strudel.
about it.
Oh my god! I bet you
That
that
sounds the
shit
best thing.
probably hit in her mouth.
I bet you, yeah, she.
I bet you. I bet you. We just put Glorilla on right now. Glorilla watching the podcast, and she like, I haven't had a toaster strudel in a hot minute. I haven't had a toaster strudel in a hot minute. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and call Moneybag Yo over here and get that toaster strudel ready.
Bruh, why the fuck I ain't thinking this shit sooner?
Oh my god, bro, that is just foul.
That I would I have so many questions. Like, how did you start that? Like, when did you reach the point like I want to put this on food and eat it? That went through her head. I've never thought of anything like that.
She
That's
would probably base her wings next time off that. Like put it in a bowl with the wings, like you know how they do in Wingstop.
you know what I just thought though? You imagine you used to eat at her house, eat dinner and stuff.
And she just got a mason jar full of semen just for when she ready to eat. Whenever she ready to eat, she just bust that jar open.
You look, I knew that wasn't coffee creamer. I knew
That's foul. That's foul.
Foul.
The like that goes along with like with Drake. That like there's just certain stuff you just should not put on the internet. Like that is forever there. Like it's stained. It's not going nowhere.
How? I don't see how she felt so comfortable sharing that. Like that's like me personally, you don't really tell people your bedroom like secrets unless like everybody's telling their bedroom secrets. And even then, you kind of lie and make up one that's not really true.
Yeah, you keep it moderate.
Yeah. You
Keep
just
it moderate.
say stuff that would sound weird. And then people are like, okay, that's just weird.
Yeah. Definitely was a crazy thing coming from Glorilla. There's already a lot of things that it's just wild about her, but that was like reaching the top levels. Like at first I thought it was crazy that she never even heard of a fox. She didn't even know what a fox was. You seen that clip?
I saw that clip. She was like, I didn't know those were real.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm pretty sure. And then this you getting paid $28,000 a year, standing by the microwave, gotta run to the bedroom and hand her the chicken
with the semen on it. She probably wants a male assistant just so that she'll be like, you go get her McDonald's, a Big Mac. You'd be like, she'll get the burger. She's about to bite it. And she's like, she opens the burger. She's like, Big Mac sauce, pickles, lettuce, patty, cheese, onions. Okay, everything's on. She looks at you. She's like, did you forget to nut on my Big Mac? And then you're sitting there like, I know that they've been wanting me to. I quit. I'm out of here. This is out of this is not. No, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
That'd be a cool story though. Like, oh yeah, this chick used to pay me to nut on her burgers.
Now, if she paying $28,000 a year for me just to nut on her food, you got me sold. That's a good little side hustle.
That's a cool little bag. Yeah.
That's a cool little bag. You know what I'm saying? You just want me to nut on your food? Now you got yourself a job offer right there. I'm there 16 hours a day. What you need? When the next time I'm nutting?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I even do brunches, baby.
Exactly. You standing right next to the chef, the personal chef. You're like, are you done yet? You done? All right. Let me go to the restroom real quick. Be like, hey, Glow, you probably gonna have to warm this up in the microwave because it's gonna take me a minute. You know, I'm kind of running low on nut right now. you this is your fifth meal of the day. Like, God damn, that's just crazy. She put that on the internet though.
Yeah.
Man. God damn.
She's kind of
now brave. Just a quick little touch just came up in my head. You know who Young Miami is?
She's one of the city girls, huh?
Yes, she's one of the city girls. And there was an interesting picture that really just made my thought process true. So you know how like a lot of guys kind of fake play gay so that they can get into certain rooms.
Yes.
You know Santana?
Santana.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
I probably know him if I seen him, but I don't
He's
know much about him.
he's like he's just he's like a famous gay guy. He has like a beard.
A gay guy with a beard.
Like he's
Unfamiliar.
super flamboyant. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the picture in question right now. All right. This is just something that was just in the group chat that I just want to bring up real quick because I thought it was so funny. So this is the picture in question right here.
Oh, I've seen this picture.
And I just think it's so funny because like she has like a like barely any clothes on and land all on top of him. Like, where's
Wait
his
a
hand
minute.
at?
His hand, that's his hand right there, ain't it? With the bracelets on.
Yeah. But where's her other hand? It's under the blanket, right? Like on his leg.
Uh
There is no way he ain't got a stiffy. There is no way.
he don't swing. Don't
She
swing for
got
the
all
team.
that ass on him.
You don't
All
swing for
the
the team.
assets. Like look at look at the little comment on the side. Nigga ain't slick. It's been a game all along. yeah. That nigga think he's slick. All I gotta say is that shout out to all the gay niggas out there, Lil Nas X, Santana, all you niggas. Y'all think y'all slick. I see the game. I see the hustle. All right. I don't rock that way, but I see what y'all doing. That's it. That's all I wanted to touch on.
Man, that's a steep hill to get in the bed
Just
with
to
a
get in
female.
the bed with a bad bitch.
Man, that dude had long nails, bracelets.
Yeah.
Nah.
But it reminds me of this viral content on YouTube where dang, he's like a really popular like street interviewer type prankster type guys.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. But a lot of people probably know what I'm talking about because it's pretty viral content. But basically, what the guy does is he walks on college campuses, and whenever he runs into like a cute girl, he stops and he's like he kind of plays gay, and then he's like, hey, like, you know, you're pretty cool. Like next time we hang out, like matter of fact, let me get your number, right? And he's playing gay. As soon as he gets the number, he's like, all right, that's all I needed. Thank you, Shawty. I'll hit you up. I'll text you later. You know what I'm saying? Then just walks off. And then the girl's like, I thought you were gay. Like, he's like, nah. I was just trying to get your attention, Shawty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
That's crazy.
he would do stuff like that. And like, I'm like, all right. Basically, that nigga gonna ruin it for all the gay dudes out there getting into those rooms. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, I don't know if you really gay or not. So I'm just because you know them dudes, they be in rooms with the baddest shawties, butt naked. Them girls be butt naked, like
Backstage at the clubs, backstage at the shows, all of them, all of them.
But
But it's not lost on my part. So, oh well, it is what it is.
But we are already approaching that hour mark, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, staying here, all 34,000 of y'all, man, up in here showing love and support. I fuck with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, comment if you disagree with us. But, you know, we're going to get a little deeper. We're going to get a little deeper, you know what I'm saying, in the conversation and get into some of our main topics. So, man, bro, I ain't going to lie. Over the past week, not even the past week, let's just say the past couple of days, bro. It's been a court field extravaganza out here, man.
Back and forth, a lot of back and forth going on.
Not just a lot of back and forth, but a lot of cases that we just been waiting, like licking our fingers, you know, waiting for, biting our nails on the edge of our seat, trying to figure out what's going on, has finally hit today. One of them being the YSL case with Gunna, Young Thug, all them boys that got locked up.
My man Gunna is out, apparently.
He is out. He is a free
He's
man.
out.
He is a free man.
Wanna.
He walked out of the jail with a bad, like, white girl that looked like Kim Kardashian out the side, hopped into a nice big Maybach Benz truck, like, and pulled off. Like $500,000 car, just pulled off in that mug with the driver. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Drove off into the sunset.
he like, man, I'm about to drop my first day out track. Like, straight up. Straight up. I'm going straight to the studio, nigga. I got some shit to talk about. This is my first jail sentence, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going outside. I gotta go ahead and get this bag. Matter of fact, gonna put me on the track. I'll cut up on that bit for real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna spit a little something, or you gonna
spit a little song, son, you know? But the reason we bringing this up for real, is that people are calling him a rat. They're putting him in the same category as 6ix9ine.
No, it's not my wanna.
Yes, it is. It is a 50-50 battle on social media right now. Like, it's the people who are for Wanna Gunna, and there's people that are calling a little sus. Actually, there's 3 sides of the coin, or 3 sides to the whatever's triangular. All right.
Talk to me.
It's the people who are hard, dead set. Gunna did nothing wrong. He got out. He did what he had to do. The other side is people who are on the fence in between, kind of trying to figure things out, waiting for the official documents, trying to be good Samaritans because they can't believe that their Gunna would do anything like this. And then there's the people who are the street lawyers, the hard gangsters saying that he's a rat, he's a snake, and Young Thug should find a way to bury this guy, right?
I'm kind of curious because I believe they said earlier that they're not going to give them any type of probation and that they wouldn't be able to get out. So the fact that he got out just all of a sudden is kind of it's kind of suspect. It's kind of suspect.
The thing about it is the people that said they weren't going to get any probation and things like that wasn't gonna. So YSL is a organization outside of the gang. So the people in the gang, like that was really YSL, they are the people that ain't getting no, like they probably gonna be in jail forever. All right. The next time you hear about Young Thug is probably gonna be, you know, when he's super duper irrelevant. It's gonna be like you probably like 70 years old. You're gonna be like, oh, I remember Young Thug, you know, that old whippersnapper, you know what I'm saying? He was a good boy. He was a good boy. I remember dancing and jigging and jiving, you know what I'm saying? You go, like, he gonna be so irrelevant and gone, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be thinking about that dude by the time he get out. But people like the management team for YSL, the Gunna, stuff like that, who was just part of the group, like they were in the gang, but they probably didn't get jumped in, like, you know, gang activity type shit. Like they ain't pull up on the block, you know, earn they stripes, you know, hopped off the port, real nigga shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't do none of that. But Gunna was supposed to be one of the ones that was gonna get out, like without barely any time, if any, or at least bail or time served or whatever. Because, you know, it's Gunna, like he ain't really doing nothing but taking perks. You feel me? So with that being said, he got his sentencing, all right, for pleading guilty. And the thing about it is, when he pled guilty, it was for crimes that he wasn't a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that they charged him with originally, at max he was only gonna get like 4 years, if anything, just for keeping his mouth shut. And then since it's a state's RICO and not a federal RICO, changes the how the court system works. So in a federal RICO case, you got to serve like 95% of your time. But in state cases, you can get time served by only serving like 15 to 20% of your time. So he would have probably only served 1 year, kept his mouth closed, not add on to the case, not incriminate any of his people more, and would have got out just doing 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's kind of the issue a lot of the people are having right now, because he pled guilty to the RICO. He pled guilty to other charges that are probably going to get added to Young Thug now, because they were asking him things like the judge was like, are you saying that YSL is a gang? And he said yes. And then they said, are you saying that when you guys were pulled over in like 2021 or something, and they found all these drugs, guns, and stuff like that, none of it was yours, and it was Young Thug's? And he said yes, and like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's making it harder, even though, bro, Young Thug is not getting out. I know people just love Young Thug, but unless he literally has, the deepest depths of the Illuminati right behind him, he's not getting out of there, bro. He's done. He's cooked.
Yeah, it's raps. It's raps.
So, like, in my opinion, I was on the side of like, Gunna did what he had to do, even though, like, bro, you weren't getting that much time. I can understand you getting 30 years. You got kids and stuff. You know them niggas ain't getting out anyway. All right. Oh, well. Just pop out like 6ix9ine and be like, I'm not a gangster. I'm just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. All right. But
that's a fall off, though, if that is what happened.
It's a fall off, but at least you have millions of dollars, and you have your kids and family, and you can live a happy life after that. You know what I'm saying? I would just move out of Atlanta, probably even move to another country, and just live my life happily. You know what I'm saying? Without being in jail for 40,000 years. All right. Especially if all the other niggas ain't getting out. They're done for. Like, so like, what's an extra life sentence if you already got 4 of them? It's not like you got 9 lives, my nigga. You are not a cat. You are not a snake. You are not slime. For real. You're not slime for real. The only slime you're going to be seeing is the slime on the walls.
Yeah.
That's the only slime you're going to be seeing, nigga.
In the toilet.
But, man, hey, shout out to them boys out there in Atlanta, man. That's just a crazy thing, man. But shout out for real to Gunna. Can't wait to see what music comes out.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what statements Young Thug puts out, because Young Thug been tweeting in prison.
Has he been tweeting?
Yeah, on his account. Yeah. Like, I remember Mariah the Scientist posted a picture, her fine self. She posted a picture of like just looking bad as hell, and he was like, damn, I need that, or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, they got phones and stuff in there, man. I just want to hear from the horse's mouth. Was this part of the plan? Did he just want Gunna to just get out of there because he's cooked? Yeah. Like, what's the deal here? Or is Thug like, I don't fuck with that rat, like YSL to the day I die type shit? If he says that, Gunna's cooked.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Gunna is it's a rap ski. The only people that's gonna be listening to him, I'm sorry to all of our fans out there, but the only people that's gonna be listening to him are not us. All right, it's not gonna be the blacks. It's gonna be the white people.
You get that? That's like the no. That's like the no-go. No one likes snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, and he's not gonna be able to show his face in Atlanta. He already got caught up for people say he snitched before.
He has a history of being a snitch.
Yeah, you ain't see that viral video before he was famous?
No.
I
Oh,
got to pull that
no.
up real
If he
quick,
has a history
man.
of snitch, man, then I know that man snitched then.
I gotta pull that up,
If he
man.
has a history of being Mickey Mouse, then we know that he hot dogs, clubhouses
Here we go.
all the time,
I got it
every day.
live. It's a minute clip. We're gonna play it all the way through. Tell me what you guys think.
Oh my goodness.
This is a very old clip. I don't even remember how this clip is even goes, but we're just gonna play it.
I mean, it's a murder case. No one wants to go down for it. No one.
Devonnie Benton's younger cousin, Sergio Kitchens, says Benton is on trial for murder simply because his friends turned on him.
Just go to see, like, you ain't got no real friends out here. You know what I'm saying? I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not happy that it happened, but you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of good to see that, be on the outside looking in.
Kitchens is now a member of the neighborhood rap group SPC, known as Shady Park Click, like his cousin once was.
That's why it's come back to that street word, snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch. I don't want to tell on him because somebody might try to come kill me or someone in my family.
Kitchens says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out another member, Clarence Carter.
Everybody, like, know, like the streets know, and so everybody looking at it like it was wrong because this man would let my family member, you know what I'm saying, go down for something he did.
Right. Kitchens claims Benton and Carter were both wearing red the night Jasmine Lynn was shot.
This man is just
coincidence
telling
of how it was put out. Like, they actually had on the same exact color. Okay. He just had on the hood, and Devo didn't. He had on a regular shirt.
Kitchens believes that mistaken identity played a big role in this.
There you go, guys. So he does have a history. He said it live on TV, man.
Well, there, it's been debunked, man. We know now. We know now. That's what happened. That's exactly. He sang like a canary.
Yeah, bro, on national television, bro. He was like saying what they were wearing, who it was. Like, I understand it's your family, but damn, my nigga, on national TV is crazy.
Yo, face, you didn't even do the little thing where you stood behind the
yeah, and be
the
like
curtain with the shadow, and you had the voice.
Yeah, I was with him. We were both wearing red hoodies.
It happened like a couple days ago.
Oh my god. And you know the people on the block know exactly who that nigga is.
They're like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way Sergio up there telling.
In the words of the Future Hendrix, man.
Bro, that is wild.
Yeah, so can't wait to hear this story. Hopefully that's not what happened, but hey, the past is the past for a reason. And we got to learn from that. But
man, I just think it's crazy how it's just coming back around. It's like, if I'm Young Thug and I see this video live, I'm be like, yo, get the nigga out of YSL before you get us caught up. Now look at him. Now look at him.
For sure.
Cooked. Damn, bro. Man, but let's go ahead and let's get deeper with our main topic today, man. This was straight a crazy day. I ain't gonna hold you. It has been a crazy day. There has been a lot of stuff going on. If you guys do not know what's been going on today, it's the famous trial we've all been waiting for 2 years now.
Yes.
This started 2 years ago between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been saying this since he dropped that Daystar album. It just didn't make sense to me, man. Megan Thee Stallion had all of you niggas in the infinite Tsukayomi. Okay? She had y'all niggas in a genjutsu, nigga. Y'all niggas was locked in. Y'all was like, I'm gonna protect my black queen, but she was a straight capper. I've been saying this since day one, man. Since day one.
You have okay. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Way back when this stuff first came out, Alex was the first person to say that it's cap. The first person to say it's cap. I knew he was first. I was like, man, I was like, calm down. Let's wait. See, he was like, nah, that's cap. That's cap. And now she's only proven him right. But before we get into it, or before we get a little bit deeper, whenever earlier this week, it came out in the case that she was in a romantic relationship with bro.
Mm-hmm.
And she lied about it. You lied about it.
On national television.
On national, did an interview and everything. And you lied. So it has the same thing to do with the last situation with Gunner. If you've done it in the past, you gonna do it in the future. So if you lied about having a relationship, then we know you lying about getting shot.
Facts.
Lies. I can't. Ever since that Circle Loco track dropped, that has been kind of causing an uproar too. And people in the comment section want to come right to her beck and call. You'll see her say something that's just completely ridiculous, and here they come in the comment section. Oh, that makes so much sense. Yes, queen, period. And then crusty dudes start arguing with them, and then there's a back and forth cat fight.
Exactly. And what's killing me is that, like, the Meg stands, especially on my TL, bro. They have been saying stuff that don't even pertain to the actual case. Like just to say that they're winning in something. Like, it's literally a sympathy battle on my TL right now because of this stuff. And what I'm talking about is like, okay, before all the stuff come out that Megan's lying, before all that stuff came out, they were all Megan's side, right? They're like, Tory's a liar. Tory beats women, hates black women, blah, 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 blah. When it came out that she's lying, you know what the new narrative is? Megan is just going through a lot. She lost both of her parents in the past couple years. She lost her best friend. She got shot. Like, she has all this stuff going on, and she has to deal with this as a black woman. Do you not understand this? She's going through a lot of psychological pain. And then somebody put, yeah, she even flopped on her past album too. And then somebody under that comment was like, are you serious right now? That's not what this is about. And then the comment said that her last album flop got like 500 likes. And then the one that said, are you serious right now, got like 10,000 likes. So it's literally like, you can't say nothing about the case, even though she literally lied and there's people still backing her. Like, she did nothing wrong. All right.
So have more faith in that celebrity than Jesus, bro. Go ahead.
We're going to go ahead and get into everything, because this is our main story. We're going to expand upon it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Because I've been keeping up with it, because I'm just waiting for that moment where I can say, I told you so. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been waiting for this moment for the longest time. It was starting to get to a point where I just got tired of it. I'm like tired of hearing bits and pieces, and I just want them to drop it. Like, let's get to it. What is the verdict? Okay. So, let's just go ahead and break it down from the very beginning. What is the story that was put out to the media and the timeline leading up to this, right? Real quick breakdown. I'm not going to spend all day going through every single minor detail. You had 2 years to catch up, all right? Because this has been going on for the longest time. Literally, this is the timeline that everyone had to the public. Boom. Megan, Tory are at Kylie Jenner's house. They decide to leave to go to another party. They leave with the driver, Tory, Megan, and Megan's best friend, Kelsey. All right. They all get in the car. They leave. Boom. On their way there, they get into an argument. Nobody knows what the argument is about. They get into an argument. Megan decides to dip and leave, gets out of the car, and Tory ends up pulling a gun from inside the car and shooting at Megan. All right. Megan is now limping, and the cops are called. Cops pull up. By the way, they're in a rich neighborhood, so the cops are there instantly. The cops pull up, helicopters and all. You got aerial views. You got 42 cop cars outside. They pull up, begin to question everybody, take her to the hospital. Tory goes to jail because he's named the shooter on the scene. Megan goes to the hospital. But before they even said who shot the gun, technically, Megan kept saying that she stepped on glass because she was scared that the cops were going to shoot them if they knew that they had a gun. That was the main public story that was out to the public for like pretty much the past 2 years. All right. Since then, Megan has went on national television pushing that this shooting, basically destroying Tory's career. Like, Tory got blackballed out of the industry, but Tory tried to stay relevant in some way by dropping album after album after album, and which is pretty good music. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, which you probably haven't, because he's blackballed, but he's been dropping music, trying to stay relevant. Kelsey, on the other hand, has been dead silent. She pops up on social media every once in a while, but her comment section gets filled up with like what really happened, all these questions every time she posts, and she just gets up out of there. And then the driver, nobody knows anything about this nigga. This nigga is just like anonymous. Like, we know his name now because of the court case, but no statement has been pulled from the driver. All right. So, boom. My theory. All right. Well, before I get to my theory, what did you think from the public perception before this whole court case, the past couple of days, before all that stuff? What was your theory? What was your thoughts on this whole case?
My previous thoughts before we had even engaged, I guess, this week, was that I was listening to her Instagram lives, and she was basically breaking it down into bits and pieces so that way we could kind of understand it a little better. And to me, some of the stuff just wasn't fitting. Like, it wasn't, the dots weren't connecting. I felt like something was off. And because her story didn't really make any sense to me, I was always skeptical. I was never 100% doubting that she did it, but at the same time, I had my doubts. I was like, she also said, I don't think you said this, whenever he was shooting at her, he was like, dance, winky dance, or something like that, right?
He said, dance, bitch, dance.
Dance, bitch, dance. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what Megan said that he said.
Right. In Megan's words, that's what had occurred between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it all kind of seemed like she was playing the victim role. The first thing whenever I hear tragic event is I want to get to the facts. Let's get to the substance first. I need the meat and potatoes. I don't want to know, I was doing this with my hair and such, and then he wasn't liking my dress. I don't need to know all of that. Did he shoot you? Where was the gun at? When did he pull it out? How many shots did he fire? All of that stuff. She's giving you a lot of that buffer, that smoke, putting up mirrors and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Cut to the chase. And I didn't feel like I was getting that from her live, so I didn't think he did it.
That's reasonable. A lot of people that I was hearing from thought he did it. The only people that I knew was like on the same page as me at the time was my only friend that that I knew was my homeboy Blue. He was the only one that I knew that was like, me and him were like deciphering, we weren't in the genjutsu. All right. As soon as the genjutsu was unleashed, you know what I'm saying? We are high tier shinobi, and we said release, and we got up out of there quickly. All right. My chakra was still flowing perfectly. All right. With this shit.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like Itachi in this bitch, man. For real. Because my original statement is standing up in court right now. And my original statement was, it really popped up when the story first blew up. When the story first blew up on social media that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, I immediately thought in my head, why in the you know that famous Boondocks meme? What did these niggas do to make these niggas that mad? I'm trying to think, why would Tory Lanez shoot Megan Thee Stallion? And then I thought about it for a second. And I'm not gonna lie, my first thoughts was a little bit off, because I'm like, I guess it makes sense if Megan tried to attack Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez is like 5'2". Megan Thee Stallion is a unit of a bitch. Like, she's a big body bitch. I can see her like being like 3 Tory Lanez's. So you would probably have to pull a gun at that point. But then I'm like, what did Tory do to make her that mad? They were just taking pictures together. It kind of seemed like they were on the cahoots of being of a relationship upon them of some sort. So I was like, maybe he broke up with her or was fucking another bitch, but why would he shoot her? That just doesn't make sense. And then they dropped a muzzle against Tory Lanez, where Tory Lanez could not say anything about the case. He couldn't say anything about Megan, and he couldn't say like or like put any type of statement that would allude to what they were doing. So I was like, why are they trying to just silence his side of the story? We only hear Megan's side. What kind of BS is this? Why are we only listening to her? There's 3 sides to every story, you know, his story, her story, and the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I know the truth is gonna be the one in between both of those stories, but how are we gonna get to the truth if we can't even hear the other side? Something is not right. Something is not right.
That's facts.
But Tory Lanez has really cornered them with that 6 paths jutsu. You know what I'm saying? He is Naruto of this story. All right. Megan Thee Stallion is what's the name of that bitch? The Otsutsuki, the one that he fought, the last bitch, Kaguya. Megan Thee Stallion is Kaguya. If you guys watch Naruto, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Megan Thee Stallion is Kaguya of this story. All right. Now, when Tory Lanez really has, I don't know if he has the best lawyers in the entire world or the best team, but these guys have been planning this for years, because when he dropped that first album, the first album that he dropped was called Daystar. All right. That one, listening to it back like yesterday, he was really hitting the nail on the head with that album. If you guys haven't given a listen, I would say give it a listen. If you haven't given it a chance yet, because you was calling the genjutsu, go ahead and give it a listen for sure. Because that right there, he was basically breaking it down from song to song, exactly what happened. Which is what got me to the point where I came up with my statement. What happened? What I thought happened was Tory, Megan, Kelsey. Tory was fucking both of them.
Mm-hmm.
They found out about it at the wrong time, being drunk, because they were wasted on Kylie Jenner's live. When they were at Kylie Jenner's house, they were gone, like out of there. This popped off at the wrong time. Kelsey and Megan had beef at that point because you and your best friend, the girl you thought you could trust, starts fucking the guy that you really, really like, knowing that you guys probably talk every night. That's a motive right there. Why would Tory shoot you? He's fucking you. Like, I'm not shooting no bitch I'm fucking.
Yeah.
We cool? Oh,
Mhm.
come on, man. Like,
Also, as a brother, last thing you need is the cops coming to your house.
exactly.
And then, not only that, to a woman's defense. Yeah, no.
You getting
Men
cooked,
lose
my
that
boy.
90%, 99.9% of the time.
You're done for. She's bleeding. You're done for. You're done for.
Yeah.
So back to my original statement, they started fighting. She gets out the car to separate herself, and Kelsey grabs that gun, lights that bitch up. Boom, 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 bitch. And it makes sense that Kelsey would start shooting, right? And only hit her in the foot. She's probably never held a gun before. She's probably never shot a gun before. And she's lit. It makes sense. I'm sorry. If I'm Tory Lanez, I'm a guy, and my intent is to shoot you, I'm going to shoot you. I'm at least going to hit you in some mass once, at least once. I'm not just going to shoot you in the heel of your foot. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was weird. It's not until she said the dance bitch dance parts on national television that happened. The whole time I was like, why would he, out of all the places to shoot her, why would he just shoot her in the foot? Like, was she like 80 yards out and he was trying to aim that bitch with a 22? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What you think?
It doesn't make sense. I think it's too stupid to do. Like, you're at your house, or you're outside someone's house, shoot a gun multiple times. On top of that, you have a witness. If you're gonna shoot somebody, why would you shoot someone with a witness right there? You know, like if Kelsey's right there in the car with you, then you got the driver there too, and you're just gonna shoot a chick and think that nothing's gonna happen? Come on now.
And then after about a few months passed by, I was wondering why is Tory not in jail? And two, why isn't he charged with like attempted murder or something? Something
Right.
is not right. Something
Right.
is not clicking.
Like, it should be a little bit more. They should be more afraid of him. If you're the type of person that just shoots someone with no motive, because I really don't believe he has any motive, unless like she knew something that we don't know. But it doesn't even, that's not what came out. So it just it's bizarre. It doesn't add up.
Because when she was doing that interview, I was sitting there listening to it, and like it went from argument to getting out of the car to getting shot. Like, what? It would be different if you said young boy was in a car and he shot you. I'd be like, okay, I could see that happening. All right, young boy, he on that crazy timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no Tory Lanez done. I don't know, pulled a gun on something. Like, he doesn't have no history of just doing something crazy like that. Like, at that point, he's like on the same level as like a Drake or a Corday or like a J. Cole. Like you ain't seeing none of them niggas pull out a gun and just start shooting niggas. Like, come on now. Like, Tory Lanez just shooting niggas. Come on now. Now, if you say
Especially
Chris Brown,
celebrity, just another celebrity. Now, we heard about the baby shooting people.
Yeah, the baby, Chris Brown, Young Boy. You can probably throw Moneybagg Yo or Lil Durk in there. Like, I could kind of see that. I can kind of see that happening. All right, maybe you got a point. But Tory Lanez just shooting you out of nowhere. Come on now. You a big bitch, but you ain't that big. Come on now. But That leads us up to today. And it was a whole lot. I've been listening to people who were there. I've been listening to people who've been trying to decipher it. I've been reading post after post on Twitter. I've been consuming this content and enjoying every last bit of it because it's really putting it's over this past year is really putting stuff into perspective about our court system and how it works. Okay? If you are a woman in the court system, you own the court unless highly proven otherwise. Let's think of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case that happened earlier this year. Johnny Depp was clean. But when that dropped a few years ago, he lost all his movie roles. He lost everything. All the ads that he was a part of, all his sponsorships were gone. He was clean from Disney. He wasn't put in the new Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost so much off of an accusation. They get into the courtroom and it turns out Amber Heard is the demon. And then we see it once again for 2 years. Tory had just hit his stride at that point in time to where he was ascending into that A-list celebrity spot. He had the quarantine radio popping off. He had his albums going up. Like, it was the perfect time for him to take off. And then out of nowhere, he shot me. And it's turning out to be straight cap. All right. Straight cap, man. They're calling people to the stand. They're calling detectives. They're proving things wrong. They're showing the defense is cooking the prosecutors alive right now. All right. Have you been keeping up with any of the stuff?
Yeah, I've been seeing highlights, but I was feeling pretty confident. I'm thinking to myself, man, I already know how this is going to turn out. The only time I probably get invested is if it turns out that he didn't actually shoot her. Other than that, everything else has basically been deemed as known and or understood. Because once I felt like they were in, someone had a speculation where they said that they were both in a relationship with each other and they found out, so they got into a fight, and maybe that's how things got heated. I say that's a very good narrative. Y'all were drinking. You know, people tend to do stuff like that. Drake has a line, fucking on your friends and she ain't tell you, y'all ain't shit for real. That's the thing that happened. So I can believe that. Then it comes out, oh, me and him were romantically involved. Well, that basically says everything. It's just it's like a huge indicator to me. Like, there, to fit a narrative, there has to be certain things in place before you can get to. So before you can get to point B, you have to start at point A, and then you have to get there. You have to have those things in place to get there.
That escalation.
Yeah, like before you can get to one thing, you have to go through all these other things. And if you haven't gone through those, then it makes no sense for you to get there.
Exactly. Totally understandable.
Like, I also, whenever people play that victim role, it ruins the narrative for others who might be in a similar situation, and they'll look back at situations like these and the trials before, and they'll say, oh, usually, basically, based off of the large number of statistics, we just don't believe you. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Exactly.
Except for, instead of you being the same person that cried wolf every time, it was a bunch of other people before you. So now, anytime they hear the word wolf, they're just like, it means nothing.
And what's killing me is like the stands that were on Megan's side was like, I was being logical. I was like, I wasn't playing a bias towards Tory, even though I've been on Tory's side pretty much the whole time. I wasn't being biased. I was just pulling up records. I was like, what do you say about this? What do you think about this? This is on Twitter. And I was really just, asking questions, really. And other than them attacking me directly, they were just like dead set on the he said, she said instead of the actual facts. Like I was pulling up documents, like public documents on this stuff, and people were pulling up just he said, she said. They just like, Megan said this though. I'm like, okay. Now we're getting into this point where, all right, just because you follow this person or like, I don't care. I'm a huge Drake fan, but if Drake said, you know, man, I just like touching kids, man. That's just like my thing, you know. I'm not gonna be there like, yeah, man, I want to do that too. Like, bro, I have my own brain. I can think for myself. I can see the facts. Like, okay, we get it. You're a big fan, but like, let's use our brains here. Let's take a step back. And there was a friend that I had back since like 9th grade, bro. He gonna DM me like out the blue and it's like, hey, bro, I didn't know you was like that for real. I didn't know you don't stand with black women for real. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And you know who this person, you might know who this person is, by the way. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And he sends me a tweet that I sent that said, basically, I was just basically calling Meg. No, I wasn't calling Meg anything. I was saying that Meg, they never found the bullet fragments from the doctor's office. And I was like, she didn't really get shot. She really stepped on glass. Like I was basically saying that. And he was like, I didn't know you didn't stand with black women for real. Like she clearly said that she got shot. Like how do you not believe that? And I'm like, bro, there's no bullet fragments. Like how could you believe it? Like that's the truth. Like if anybody that gets shot, they have to write a police report. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it was with malintent and not like misuse. You know what I'm saying? They have to contact the police. Like this is known. You know what I'm saying? They have to take it in as evidence. And there's no evidence to be found. So basically he was just like talking to me and I'm like, he's like, basically we ended off on, he said, yeah, bro, you know, you're a good friend of mine, but I'm just gonna have to unfollow you, bro. Can't be with the negativity. And I was like, bro, I don't care. I said, bro, I don't care. And I blocked his ass. I'm like, bro, what are you like I give a fuck, bro. Like, you know, half the time I tweet, I get 0 likes, nigga. If you were the 1 like that I had, I would have probably have more sympathy for you. Like, no, don't go. You're my only fuck. Like, nigga, get the fuck up out of here, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, that's a problem saving itself because that saves you from seeing that dumb stuff on your TL.
I just can't wait till it's over and they show the verdict so I can unblock his ass and quote tweet his dumb ass. Like, what were you saying? Stupid ass nigga? What was you saying? You know what I mean? Oh my God, bro. Like, but let's go ahead and get to the facts. All right. Let's just go ahead and bring this up real quick. We're not going to spend too much time on it. If you want to go and read all these tweets yourself, No Jumper has a really great like synopsis of everything that's been going on. You can go and look at they have it categorized. I'll pull it up right here. It's like this. They have it by days, day 1, and they kind of summarize it through the thread. You'll have to scroll through their account to see everything. But they've been keeping up with it, and I wish they would have did a better job like threading it all together into one tweet. But if you scroll through their Twitter, they have pretty much everything broken down in quick little bullet points if you just wanted to catch up with everything. But I've been keeping up with it so you guys don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and go over like a few things here and there. And adding my own thoughts. My boy Les gonna add his own thoughts on a little bit here and there. But basically, I'm just gonna give a quick rundown. I'm gonna skip all the BS. Like first of all, the opening statements that they did in the court case, it started off with the prosecution side, that's Megan's side. They started off with the he basically like the judge was like, all right, give your opening statements, right? This is what he said. He said, dance, bitch, dance. Bop, 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 bop. He shot Megan. That's how he started the opening statement, like it was a goddamn TV show, my nigga. He started the opening statement like we watching Power or some shit, my nigga. Like we watch it, like we. Oh my god, what kind of crazy shit is that, bro? And basically, to summarize the whole prosecution side, they basically just reinstated everything Megan has been saying for the past 2 years. All right, just to summarize everything in a one quick sweep, that's basically what happened. All right, basically they brought up the that they didn't have no. They said one really important thing was that they did actually have sexual relations. All right. And another big bomb drop is that they kind of tried to put the motive on Tory, being that he found out that she was sleeping with other celebrities, which included people like DaBaby, Ben Simmons, and I forgot the last dude's name. But yeah, they started naming some people, and that was kind of crazy that she was sleeping with people like Ben Simmons. But not only were they sleeping with Megan, they were also sleeping with Kelsey as well.
God, dog.
So they were all just sharing, like they were true Eskimo sisters. Like
pass, catch.
Exactly. Like Ben Simmons were throwing all types of assists to them niggas, bro. Like tag teaming them hoes, bro. Like, dang, to have all your business just put out there is just crazy. I know Party is sitting in there, that's her boyfriend. He's sitting in the back of the courtroom, like, damn, bro. I was just talking to Ben the other day, my nigga. And I was just telling him how I miss Megan, and I can't wait to get home and tear that ass up. And he's like, I know, my boy, I know. And he really do know. He really do. That's crazy. But yeah, they basically, other than those two really big bomb drops, that's all the prosecution dropped on their side. And the defense was basically the entire time they've been angling that, of course, Tory isn't the shooter. And that leaves one other person, which is Kelsey, to be the shooter. That's kind of what they're angling it without saying it. All right. Now, also, they've been bringing people on the stands, and the first day I believe they brought the detectives and the cops to the stand. They brought like the first detective that was on the scene, some of the cops that took statements and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Supposedly from the beginning, this whole case has been messed up because they were not doing their job. So you know how you ever see a crime scene and they have the little markers, the little indicators, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They were using sheets of paper to document evidence. They were using like small sheets of paper. They didn't have the right tools and stuff. They were like stepping all over the crime scene, all type of stuff, bro. Just straight up messing it all up. Kind of how they did the OJ case. You know what I mean? Like just completely frying the whole crime scene. All right. So that was mistake number one. Mistake number two, they didn't do their due diligence and actually find out anything about the situation that was going on. So like they didn't document any of the bags and who they belonged to. The only thing that they really documented was like random blood stains, but they couldn't tell you how far like the blood stains reached. For example, they found the gun underneath a pile of papers and like a female's bag, but they didn't know who out of Megan and Kelsey whose bag it was. You know what I'm saying? So like it was just messed up from the very start, right? Also, when Megan went to the hospital, they couldn't recover the bullet fragments that they supposedly pulled out of her foot. Not only that, the doctors who are supposedly supposed to be coming onto the stand, there's two doctors. All right. You had the main doctor and you had the surgeon. Both of them made statements, but their statements didn't match up. The surgeon said that he pulled bullet fragments out of her foot. The doctor said that it was just glass in her foot. So, but they can't produce any of the evidence of anything they pulled out of her foot.
What the hell?
Exactly.
Huh.
So it's like, so when the doctors make their statements, then we can get a little more in depth on that. But they decided to call Kelsey to the stand. Now, this is what pretty much is like the huge bomb drop of the day. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything before we get to that bomb right there? I believe Kylie made a statement saying that they were all like drunk as hell, like faded. So also what else? There's a little more in depth on the storyline and how it all went down. Basically, Megan and Kelsey were already at Kylie's house, right? Partying already lit, already drunk. She called Tory to pull up. Tory said, all right, I'll pull up. He pulled up. Boom. Hop goes into the party. He's really feeling Kylie. He's trying to get it in with Kylie. Kelsey is slumped when he gets there. Kelsey then wakes up and pulls Tory off of Kylie, basically cock blocks him, right? Megan sees this happening. She's already pissed because Kylie is about to get it. But she sees that Kelsey's pulling him off. So then she's kind of connecting the dots like, okay, what's going on? So she's pissed now. You know, there's all different types of drunks. You know what I'm saying? Some people got crazy emotions when they get drunk. You feel me? So she's pissed like times 10. Boom. She's like, Tory, let's move to a different spot. Let's go to a different spot. Me and you. Right? She goes and gets her stuff out of this dude named EJ's car. EJ is like a hair like dresser guy, like gay dude that they always hang out with. All right.
Yeah.
So they're getting their bags out of there. The Tory's driver's helping or whatever. And I guess Kelsey decides that she wants to tag along. All right. Okay. So they're best friends. They get in the car. Boom. That's when an argument ensues. All right. So they're arguing. Boom, boom, boom. Megan hops out the whip. Megan's like, stop right here. Let me out. She's in the front seat, by the way. Tory and Kelsey are in the back seat.
Okay.
She hops out the car. She's like, I'm out of here. Tory hops out the car and goes and gets her back. They get back in the car. Everything's chill. They're just talking, riding off to wherever they're going. Argument starts back up again between Kelsey and Megan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Tory says that he's been fucking both of them, right? Now, they had their suspicions, but it wasn't solidified. Tory made everything pop off between them two. And supposedly they fought. They got out of the car again and they fought. There were some earrings pulled out, some shoes missing. And that's when Megan stepped on glass, supposedly. They got back in the car, started driving off. Of course, she's bleeding like crazy. Those are some pretty big wounds. Like she really stepped on some glass. And so there's like bloody towels, all that stuff, whatever. They continue arguing. She's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. She really gets out this time. And that's when she supposedly gets shot. Megan says that her back was towards the vehicle. So there's no way she knows who actually shot her, but she keeps painting Tory as the guy that shot her, right?
The culprit.
The culprit. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. As the culprit. Now, also, when Tory goes to jail, one of the first phone calls he makes is to Kelsey, right? All the phone calls from jail are recorded, of course. Kelsey is at the hospital with Megan, of course, but she can't go into the room. She's not getting allowed into the room. All right. Tory says something that sounds crazy. He says, look, I'm sorry for everything that happened. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't supposed to go this way. Blah, 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 blah. Kelsey's like, oh, it's okay. You know, nobody knows anything or what really happened. Blah, blah, blah. Megan's team is already on it. And this is 5 hours after the shot. Megan's team was already on it. So it kind of raises a lot of red flags. What is Tory sorry for? Why isn't Kelsey being let into the room as her best friend? You know, the only person that she really has at this point, because Megan's mom is gone. Like, she doesn't really have any immediate family anymore. So next in line would be Kelsey. Why isn't she in the room? You know, it raises some red flags. And then it's like, what do you mean Megan's team is already on it? Like, they already got lawyers and everything ready to go. You know what
I think that's for PR though, isn't it? Like, once you have a celebrity that gets shot, you have to be ready for any questions or comments and concerns that come with it. So probably like buffering her socials. That's what I would assume.
But the thing is, it wasn't Megan's team. It was Rock Nation. The people that blackballed Tory.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, hold on, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn.
So it's kind of like maybe she had to paint that picture to get Tory out of the picture, but it didn't play into their favor. You know what I'm saying? Now they're having to fight this. Now, Tory offered them both money to keep their mouth shut. He offered them both $1 million. He didn't blatantly say, here's $1 million to keep your mouth shut. It was kind of like through other means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To keep it on the low key. So with him saying apologizing, offering the money, stuff like that, it seems as if he's doing that because he shot her, right?
Yeah. But
because of their statements, if you remember, I said that he basically made the whole argument pop off by saying he's been fucking both of them. So that's what he was sorry for, making it pop off. And then Kelsey, by Kelsey saying nobody needs to know what happened, or nobody knows what happens anyway, kind of paints the picture that she shot and Tory was being a good friend by keeping his mouth shut this whole 2 years in anticipation for this court case, right? To kind of, and he offered to buy her a lawyer as well, Kelsey a lawyer. So he's doing all this stuff to help Kelsey. Now think about it. Like, really, really think about it. Let's say me and you, best friends, we're hanging out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get out of the car. We had our fight. You're bleeding. You're like, man, fuck this shit. You get out of the car. You start walking away. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody shoots at you. You don't know who it was. You turn around. you blame the girl in the car, right?
Mhm.
For whatever reason. The girl was fucking both of us, and that's why we were mad, right?
All right.
We're best friends. And it's this hoe next to us, right? She shoots you. Why in the world would I pick up the phone for this bitch if she calling me from jail and got me in all this shit? Why in the hell would I not be allowed in the room? Because you're mad at me, right? You're mad at me, but me, your best friend, is not mad at the culprit, the shooter.
Yeah.
I'm just having a casual conversation on the phone saying it's all right, nobody, consoling you. I mean, not consoling you, but consoling the shooter. Think about that. Why would I do that? Because
That's
me
another
and you,
good point.
because me and you both know who's the real shooter because we were in the car. We know who shot the gun. Kelsey's the one that fucking shot that bitch. Let's come on, man. Kelsey's the one that shot that bitch, and she was trying to make sure Tory doesn't just come out and say it, kind of just take the blame. You know what I'm saying? Tory was being a good guy. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get you a lawyer. We're gonna make it through this. We cool. We got this. You know what I'm saying? So that brings us to today. Kelsey takes the stand. This is a huge day because this is the first person that's taken the stand that was actually on the scene from beginning to end. Like, she's going to get cross-examined. They're really going to pick her brain for this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She takes the stand, and she hates Megan more than she hates Tory. And you know it. And you know it because the prosecutors the whole time thought, through all this time, thought that because they've already talked to Kelsey. There's a reason the prosecutors called her up. You know, why would they call up somebody that isn't going to give them the information that they need to win the case, right?
Right. Definitely.
They do interviews with these people before they take the stand. They did an interview. They asked her questions. They had all their stuff ready to go. She gets up on the stand. They start asking her the questions. You know what she starts saying? I just can't remember it. It was just a blurry night. I can't remember that.
Really?
They're like, so do you remember Tory arguing with Megan? I was really drunk. It was just so blurry. I can't remember that. Did you happen to shoot Megan? No, I didn't shoot Megan. No, I didn't do that. And then they're like, do you remember putting your stuff in the car with Megan, taking it out of EJ's car? Like, oh yeah. We definitely did that, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be like, so the first time you guys got out of the car, who went to go and console Megan to get her back in the car? And she was like, I think it was Tory. I just don't remember. I can't recall. She was just playing dumb the whole time. And they were like, so did Tory shoot Megan? And she was like, oh, no, Tory didn't shoot Megan. So you didn't shoot Megan, Tory didn't shoot Megan. What did the driver shoot her?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? She basically didn't give up shit, my nigga. Anything that had to do with Tory being the shooter, nope, mouth closed. That threw a wrench into their whole case, bro.
What do you think is possible? Maybe that they paid her to keep it on the hush and not help out Megan.
I would say that, but here's where I was saying that Tory is a mastermind, which is why he wasn't tripping on taking the blame for this long, because there's a possibility that they can both walk away from this case without getting in trouble, which could also still put Tory in the bad light because it's like, all right, no justice for a black woman. You know, they're going to spin it into their narrative if they don't get somebody to take the blame. But whoever Tory's lawyers are so smart, right? There's a reason why he wanted to buy her lawyer. Hear me out. So they have multiple breaks throughout a court case because a court case could last all day, right?
Yeah.
The first half of the court case, they were trying to get information out of Kelsey, but Kelsey didn't want to say anything further because she didn't want to incriminate herself. She kept invoking the Fifth Amendment right. She kept saying, I plead the Fifth. They're like, okay, what can we do so that you can stop pleading the Fifth and give us some answers, right? Her lawyer comes to them and says, offer her immunity. Offer her immunity that if she admits to anything during this case or says anything that can incriminate her, she is left off scot-free. You guys cannot prosecute her, right? So that she can then admit to shooting Megan and not get in trouble for it because they agree to the immunity. All right. Okay. That's the backstory of them off trying to get in a corner to where they want to give her the immunity, which is why I said this is a big ass brain move where they could both get off scot-free. Kelsey could take the blame and Tory will walk out of there free as well. It's a win-win situation for both Kelsey and Tory. They just have to get them to offer her the immunity, which is why she was probably playing dumb and saying everything is blurry. She can't really remember right now. She was making excuses saying that she just had a baby. She's suffering from postpartum depression. She just lost a family member. Like she's planning a funeral. She was just kind of just softening up the jury and the judge to kind of get them on her side so that they can offer her the immunity. This is my thought. They want to get the immunity so that they can go ahead and put her as the culprit of shooting Megan and walk away scot-free.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant. Crazy.
Now we just needed to go through though. And man, I'm ready for it to be over with. Honestly, I'm sick of hearing about it. Hopefully, truth comes to light very soon and it doesn't drag out too long.
Yeah, man. And there was a huge bomb that I'm going to pull up that happened right before the pod.
What a bomb you say?
Yes, a bomb. A huge bomb. Mega catastrophic bomb. Because now it's kind of falling into my thought process behind the immunity thing. I just have to go and pull up this right here. Can I find it?
I gotta say though, they've been keeping it. They've been keeping it pretty hush. I feel like we should know more by now. For as long as this is going on, and we still only know they went the entire time without giving up all of this information is pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta give them their props there. But Megan. They need to make what would be crazy is a collab album. Fuck it, throw Gunna on there. Then you'll have a real tape. I'll jam that.
I can't find the thing, but it basically Tory's lawyers are painting. Basically, came out and said that they're painting the picture that Kelsey is a shooter. Basically. So,
do y'all think that Megan is lying? Do you think she's telling the truth? Let us know in the comment section. Tell us how y'all feel about the subject. Do y'all think that Alix is onto something? Do y'all think, or do y'all have an extra idea that some we haven't even thought of yet that could potentially blow the whole case wide open?
Or
Let us
maybe
know.
I missed something. Maybe I missed something. I'm Cap. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man? This has been going on for too damn long. I just want this to be over, but it's exciting because this is only going to be a 10-day trial. They're trying to wrap it up before Christmas, so
Please.
this might be my Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying?
All I want for Christmas is the truth.
It's the
I want
truth,
for
man.
Christmas.
That's all I want for Christmas is the truth. It's the truth. Man, we got pretty deep. We got pretty deep in this podcast. We've been going on for 2 hours and 10 minutes, dog. This is probably our longest pod yet, man. But this was just a boatload of information, and I didn't even get to like all the intricacies and details. You guys can all go check that out on the internet, Twitter, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is there for y'all. We just kind of brushed over the big major points.
While y'all checking that out, go ahead, give us a follow. Hit that
For sure.
Hit that follow button. You know, give me a Les Pulled Up on Instagram. Thanks, Les. Thanks _Les at Twitter. And then my man over here.
Everything's down in the description down below, man.
Oh, yeah,
y'all already know where to find us, man. If you don't know where to find us by now, then I don't know what you've been doing this whole time, because you should have been followed us a long time ago, man. You already get caught slipping. So thanks to all y'all, man. We got about 40,000 viewers watching us right now. Shout out to all y'all, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit comment down in the comment section down below, and we'll be out of here, man. Catch y'all later.
Y'all have a good weekend. We out.
That was all right.